What's going on, everybody?
Hey, everyone.
We've got our top reads from this last new comic book day coming for you this week. So you can check them out when you go to this new comic book day.
Yeah, see what you missed. See if there's anything you want to pick up.
Exactly. Before we get into that, if you're new here, go subscribe down below. Hit that button. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so go hit that button. Yes. Check us out. We got our Instagrams down there. Go hit us up.
Click all the links, all the buttons. I promise you, we're not going to hack.
So she says. Welcome back. Let's get into these top reads from last week.
Yeah. What order did I put these in? Cool. Okay. Couldn't remember if I put them in any order or not.
They're all good.
They're good.
They're all your favorite reads.
I enjoyed them enough to read them, so, you know.
Exactly. So what do you got going on for your...
So for number 5, I have Come PC. Number 3? Yeah, number 3. I like it. I have been enjoying the, not vague, but like Italian mafia in a Fantasyland style thing that's going on here. I really like Sonny, the main character. I think he's great. I am here for this. I see it being animated, so I'm about it. Sure. I'm enjoying it.
I'm sad it's only going to be 4 issues.
I know. I was like, how is it the end in the next one? But
right.
They're tying it up. The dragon's going to get himself his man.
Mm-hmm.
We know who he is after now.
Dragon's not so happy.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He'll get himself his man.
I guess that's the writer's style is 4 issues, it seems like. He did 4 for Kaiju Score.
Oh, I guess that's true. I'm okay with it. As long as the story feels complete at the end.
Right.
And not rushed.
He did a great job with Kaiju Score, so I think this will wrap up
nicely. Kaiju Score has also been optioned.
Yep. So I've got a surprise, a DC book, guys.
Ooh.
I'm okay, I swear. Dark Knights of Steel, #1.
Jeremy, did you get Body Snatch?
Possibly. Possibly. But it's Tom Taylor, so, I mean, exception.
That was the reason I picked it up. I mean, that and it looked good.
I mean, yeah, fantasy version of Batman and Superman, essentially. I know some people aren't happy about some parentage changes, but it's a fantasy world, guys. Whatever happens. It's not like it impacts the main DC universe. So.
Y'all can suspend your disbelief about Batman and Riddler and other shit. Like,
right.
Have some fun.
Batman is, he wields a sword and like has a helmet, but like it's still a bat helmet, but he's also medieval.
He's literally the Dark Knight.
Right. It's great. It's a fun read. Definitely enjoyed that. So yeah, surprise. DC in my top reads.
You did the thing. Look at you.
I'm growing.
You're developing as a comic book reader.
I think so.
For me, I have Primordial #2. I thought Stray Dogs was going to be the end of traumatizing me with comic book dogs, and like just motherfucking Andrea Sorrentino can get you, which is 4 panels of a puppy.
Yep.
She's done it. And Jeff Lemire's like, yeah, I'm just going to let you do your job. I'm going to put like 12 word bubbles in this whole comic, and everybody's going to have fun and feel sad about it. It was great. I didn't expect to feel so hard about the characters in this book that I do, but like, puppy.
I just want to say my shop actually got that the week before.
Oh yeah, every shop did. Every shop did.
It's like
complain harder about it on Instagram. They don't have a 1 in 25. They're gonna sell it.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the whole. What was that the Black Cape
Yeah.
Comics
Somebody fucked
exclusive.
up and shipped out Black Cape Comics' copy as the 1 in 25 instead of shipping out the 1 in 25. And stores aren't getting the 1 in 25 as a replacement. So that's the new 1 in 25.
That's a whole mess.
Sorry.
But I know a lot of shops didn't get it 2 weeks ago, like any version of.
Yeah, it was supposed to come out 2 weeks ago, and it didn't. It came out this past week. We got 4 copies of like the A cover or something like that, and then the rest of them showed up this week, like the rest of the A covers and everything else.
Yeah, so I completely forgot that could be part of this week because I really enjoyed issue 2 of that.
It tugs on your heartstrings.
Yeah. The art is very well done. I love the explosive style of the art.
And I feel like it was a little bit too much in the first issue almost, but it settles itself in the second.
It fits what's going on in the story for sure. Absolutely. I have something a little different here for my picks because I originally didn't pick up issue 1 of this when it first came out.
I liked that. I have it in my like honorable mentions, I guess.
Yeah. So Frontiersman issue number 2. 1, I just love that they've got wraparound covers.
Yeah, shit got wild in that book.
And yeah, so that is actually why I ended up picking this up because I was told by someone who had read kind of the story between him and his like former nemesis. And
not his former nemesis, a former villain.
Yeah.
He's not his nemesis. Let's be real clear about that.
That's true. That is very
false advertise.
I mean,
but
he can never be his nemesis because I don't think Frontiersman could ever really be a match for him.
Well, and even more so, he says he was evil, but not really evil. So,
right.
But he says multiple times, like, I'm a villain. Never. The word nemesis is never used.
Yes. Sorry. That was just a wrong choice of
words. This ain't no Batman Joker level. It's just old coworker.
Yeah, old villain he assumes is there to fight him and is really not. And the real reason he's there is just wild and surprising and a lot of fun. Like the concept of that.
My coworker asked me as I was in the middle of reading the book and I had gotten about to the beginning of the conversation between them. He's like, "What is that about?" I was like, I'll let you know in a few more pages. I'm not sure. It just changed.
Yeah.
We'll see.
And I was showing this because I love this whole page and the style that
the little arrows.
Yep. And just the whole conversation going on during all of that.
I've also noticed that in a few books now that there are like arrows telling you which panels to read in which order and stuff like that. It's becoming somewhat more common.
Sometimes that's a little necessary.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Because I've looked at pages and I'm like, where do I go? But I didn't feel like that in this.
Well, and especially as I flip between comics and manga, my brain like forgets to start reading it properly, and I'm like, wait, nope, that's wrong. Hold on.
Yep.
It's not the right way.
Going the wrong way.
This doesn't make sense.
Oops.
We read left to right.
Yes.
All right. So my number 3 is your number 5.
Yep.
I really liked it. I just, D&D Heart Happiness. Harlequin is literally a Harlequin.
Yep.
I can't wait to see what they do with the rest of them. Like if they bring in Bane, if they bring in Ivy, the variant covers are literally the D&D stats to play a character.
It's pretty cool.
Happy Caroline.
I love the like some of the characters that they may not be bringing in like as big, but like they're like here's Constantine.
Yeah, here's Constantine, a prophetic teenager. Not an adult.
Yep.
Maybe cool. Eternal. Who knows? We'll see. My
number 3 went with A Thing Called Truth, number 1.
I really liked that book too.
Which I didn't have on my pull list. I went to it.
I actually reviewed that book for work.
Yeah. I wanted to check it out. I'm like, okay. And I like kind of flipped over like the first page and I was like, oh, this looks fun. Okay.
Yeah. Side note, flip to the back cover because I think the covers for issue 2 look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are really dope covers.
And I'm a sucker for a good like title appearance on a page.
It's a little
And this one
splashy.
got me. Like, We Only Find Them When They're Dead, all of those title pages just
always looks good. So clean,
phenomenal.
so crisp.
And then I read this and I was like, okay.
And the plot of the book is actually like wild too.
Right, like working
She's a
your whole life.
And her work gets stolen. And what would you do in that situation?
Mental breakdown.
You're time to drink.
And it just gets wilder from there.
You know what happens when you drink? Bad things, everyone. Don't drink.
Oh wait, that's not where we're going with that. Okay.
What
you got for number 2?
Number 2. So this is a new one this week. It is Newburn.
I did enjoy that one.
He is an ex-cop who is now a detective for the top mob mafia families of the city. This bitch is a twist, and that's all I'm gonna say. It was great.
Yep. Yeah. It's Chip Zdarsky.
I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, and I was like, okay, this is really good. Well, who gave you permission, sir?
It's
Who gave you permission to make me spend more money? And then this cover too is just gorgeous.
Yeah, Tula Lote, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I believe you are correct.
Chip Zdarsky just doesn't ask for permission. He just does good things.
I mean, I don't think he needs it anymore.
No, and I hesitated to pick it up because I was like, that's not a genre that I'm necessarily interested in, and I'm happy I picked it up.
It's dark without being like scary. Not scary, but it's not like I wouldn't really put it as a horror genre so much as like vaguely real life detective noir-esque without being too heavy.
Right.
Like I don't know. I don't feel like heavy's the right adjective, but without being too conceited.
Yeah.
Too noir about being noir.
It has a good time.
Yeah. It knows when to make fun of itself, I feel.
Right. For sure. So I went with this for my number 2 because this did get really dark.
That did get really dark.
Hella dark. And I've been waiting for that since the start of this. Mm-hmm. So as much as I was enjoying the wholesome...
One more issue?
One more after this, yeah.
Yeah.
The ending, I believe, has in its very implied darkness. We don't see the thing that happens, but yeah, is real good. If you're looking for something dark, it went there finally.
Mm-hmm.
I had a feeling the monster would be a little potentially manipulative. And
a little controlling boyfriend.
Yeah. And you see the psychological effects that has on her.
Mm-hmm. So that's my number 1 book of this week because it audibly made me go, oh, out loud in the store.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, cool. People were like, what? And I was like, it's good.
Spoilers.
Good. It's fine. We're fine. This is fine. Shit's gonna happen.
In other words, read that book because
it was the book that made me have the strongest reaction this week, and I was just like, well, fuck. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. It's fine. He's fine.
So I'm guessing you read Inkblot after that one.
I actually haven't read Inkblot yet.
Oh, I feel like I might have read Inkblot after reading how dark that was.
Inkblot and Destiny New York left, and then like Static, but I'm not reading that cover. I'm not opening that one.
Getting the cover A this week.
You're a good.
Yeah, but that I definitely needed something lighter after reading that.
Yeah, I think I just started reshelving books. I was like, it's fine. I need to go do mindless. I need to go do mindless processes for a few minutes.
Multitasking.
Kind of sit with myself.
Yeah, I went with a #1 this week that I know you weren't as big of a fan of. But The Heathen's #1 from Aftershock Comics.
Motorcycle.
Yeah, there was a loud motorcycle going by. Essentially, a crew of morally questionable people from history brought back from hell to capture some morally bad people that have escaped hell and are now wreaking havoc on Earth. And if they collect enough of them, they get redeemed, which they don't say what redemption means. And there's a very heavy implication that they don't want these characters to ever get redemption. And so they're plotting to send them after people that could kill them. So it's like capture them, but don't do too good of a job.
Yeah.
But I had a fun time with it. I mean, we've got a pirate leading the crew. She is her name, from somewhere in here that has like a little bit. Lady She, I think they talk about like she led like a whole like ton of ships back like in her life. The historical pieces that they throw in are kind of cool. So that's why I really enjoyed this one. Have that little bit of history thrown in with your fiction. It's a good time.
I like it once in future style instead. I like the fantastic mysteries.
I need to read more of Once in Future.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
top fives.
Top 5 this week. Cool. So if any of these catch your interest that you aren't reading, go check them out this week when you go and pick up your new comics.
Look at that glare, it's awful.
I haven't bagged and boarded anything.
How dare you? And that's why I bag and board them.
I don't have bag and boards.
Oh no.
The shop's getting them this week, I think.
I'm surprised we still have them, honestly.
I think we have boards, but not bags.
All are good.
So I will bag and board hopefully this week if they get them.
I do need to pick up more, but not yet.
But yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Let us know last week what you loved reading down below in the comments.
How much did you like D&D DC? D&D DC? D&DC?
D&D.
D&DC? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
DC and D?
Letters and letters. How did you like the letters on the pages this week, everyone?
Yeah. Let us know down below. See you guys.
Bye.